Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. Today we're diving deep into the world of Washington quarters. We'll be exploring some specific coins that have caught the eyes of collectors and can be worth much more than their face value. If you've got some old quarters lying around, you might want to pay close attention. First up, we're diving into a fascinating piece of American numismatic history, the Washington quarter dollar from 1965, without a mint mark, in very fine condition. Let's explore why this particular coin has become a gem in today's collector market and its significant value in dollars. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since its introduction in 1932. Designed by John Flanagan, this coin was originally struck to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The obverse features a profile of Washington, while the reverse initially depicted an eagle with outstretched wings. Over the years, the design has seen various changes, but the 1965 Washington quarter is particularly noteworthy. Why? Because 1965 marked a significant shift in U.S. coinage. In 1965, the U.S. Mint faced a serious silver shortage, which led to a major change in the composition of quarters. Before 1965, quarters were made of 90% silver. However, starting in 1965, the Mint began producing quarters with a composition of copper nickel clad instead of silver. This transition makes the 1965 quarter a historically significant piece, representing the end of an era for silver coinage and the beginning of the modern clad era. Now let's talk specifically about the 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark. Unlike today, where mint marks are more common, quarters from the Philadelphia Mint during this period did not carry a mint mark. So, if your 1965 quarter doesn't have a mint mark, it's from Philadelphia. In very fine condition, this coin is especially interesting to collectors. Very fine refers to the grade of the coin, meaning it has moderate wear but retains all the major details clearly. Grading is crucial in determining a coin's value. So, what's the value of a 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark in very fine condition in today's market? As of now, these quarters can fetch a range of prices depending on various factors like demand, the current market trend, and specific buyer interest. On average, a 1965 Washington quarter in very fine condition can sell for around $350,000. However, it's not uncommon for particularly well-preserved examples or those with unique characteristics to go for higher prices. Why do collectors value this coin so much? Firstly, its historical significance as the first year of the clad composition makes it a must-have for enthusiasts of U.S. coinage. Secondly, its connection to the iconic figure of George Washington adds to its appeal. Lastly, the absence of a mint mark gives it a unique place in numismatic history. If you're looking to add a 1965 Washington quarter to your collection, here are a few tips. Always check the condition of the coin, look for clear details and minimal wear. Verify the authenticity through reputable dealers or grading services, and keep an eye on the market trends to make an informed purchase. Also, consider the coin's provenance and any historical documentation that may come with it, as these can add to its value. The 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark is more than just a piece of currency, it's a slice of American history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, this coin represents a pivotal moment in U.S. coinage. Next up, we're diving into a fascinating coin, the 1968 Washington quarter dollar, particularly one with a blackish tone and without a mint mark in very fine condition. We'll explore its history, unique features, and its current market value. So let's get started. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The coin was designed by John Flanagan, and it features a profile of Washington on the obverse side. The reverse side, until 1998, depicted an eagle with spread wings. The 1968 Washington quarter is part of the clad coin series that began in 1965 when the U.S. Mint switched from silver to a copper nickel clad composition due to rising silver prices. These coins are composed of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to an inner core of pure copper. Coins without a mint mark were produced at the Philadelphia Mint. In 1968, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 220 million quarters. While this might seem like a large number, finding one in very fine condition and with a unique blackish tone is make it a standout piece for collectors. A blackish tone on a coin is often due to natural toning, which occurs when the metal reacts with the environment over time. This can give the coin a unique and appealing appearance, adding to its collectability. Coin grading is crucial in determining its market value. The very fine condition is defined by clear details and slight wear on the highest points of the coin. For the 1968 Washington quarter, you should be able to see distinct details on Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers on the reverse side. There might be some minor scratches or marks, but overall, the coin should have a well-preserved appearance. Now, let's talk about the current market value. As of today, a 1968 Washington quarter in very fine condition without a mint mark can be valued around $350,000. However, if your coin has a distinctive blackish tone It could attract higher offers from collectors who appreciate the unique appearance. Prices can fluctuate based on demand, rarity, and the specific coin market at any given time. If you're looking to sell or buy one, checking recent auction results or consulting with coin dealers can give you a more precise idea of its value. Here are some tips if you have or are looking to acquire a 1968 Washington quarter. Always check the coin's condition carefully. Higher grades can significantly increase the value. Unique features: look for coins with unique toning or errors, as these can be more valuable. Store your coins properly to prevent damage. Use coin holders or albums and keep them in a cool, dry place. Keep an eye on the coin market trends. Prices can change. Next up, we have an exciting coin to talk about: the Washington Quarter Dollar from 1987 with P mint mark in extra fine condition. We're going to explore its history, key features, and most importantly, its collector market value in dollars today. So let's get started. The Washington Quarter is a beloved coin among collectors and has a rich history that dates back to its first minting in 1932. This quarter was originally issued to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. George Washington, the first president of the United States, is prominently featured on the obverse of the coin. His profile, designed by sculptor John Flanagan, has become an iconic symbol of American currency. The 1987 Washington Quarter specifically was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, indicated by the P mint mark on the obverse side of the coin. This quarter is made from a copper nickel-clad composition with a diameter of 24.3 millimeters and a weight of 5.67 grams. On the reverse side, we have the majestic image of the American bald eagle with its wings spread wide, clutching a bundle of arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing the nation's commitment to peace and readiness for defense. Now, what makes the 1987 with P Washington Quarter in extra fine condition particularly interesting to collectors? First, let's define what extra fine condition means. A coin in extra fine XF condition shows only minor wear on the highest points of the design, with most of the original mint luster still visible. In the coin grading scale, extra fine condition is generally classified as XF40 or XF45. This means the coin has seen limited circulation and retains much of its original sharpness and detail. For the 1987 with P Washington Quarter, collectors look for crisp details in Washington's hair, clear lettering, and minimal wear on the eagle's feathers on the reverse side. Now, let's talk about the market value of this coin. As of today, the 1987 P Washington Quarter in extra fine condition holds a collector market value that can vary based on several factors such as rarity, demand, and overall market trends. Generally, you can expect the 1987 P Washington Quarter in extra fine condition to be valued between $280,000. This might seem like a huge amount. It's important to remember that this coin is not common. Coin collecting is about more than just the monetary value. It's about the history, the artistry, and the stories each coin carries. The 1987 Washington Quarter is a piece of American heritage that collectors cherish. Next up, we have an exciting topic: the 1974 Washington Quarter Dollar with the D mint mark in very fine condition. This coin is a gem for collectors, and we'll be exploring its history, design, and its current market value. So, let's get started. The Washington Quarter series began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The design, created by John Flanagan, features a profile of Washington on the obverse and an eagle with outstretched wings on the reverse. The 1974 with D Quarter is part of this iconic series. The D mint mark indicates that this coin was minted in Denver. In 1974, the Denver Mint produced millions of these quarters, but finding one in very fine condition can be a challenge. Let's take a closer look at what makes a coin very fine and why it matters to collectors. In the world of coin collecting, grading is crucial. A very fine grade means the coin has light to moderate wear on the high points, but overall, it retains a lot of its original detail and luster. For the 1974 with D Washington Quarter, this means the intricate details on Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers are still visible and sharp. Now, let's talk about the collector's market. Coins like the 1974 with D Washington Quarter in very fine condition are sought after for several reasons. First, their historical significance as part of the Washington Quarter series. Second, their relatively lower mintage numbers compared to other years. And third, the condition of the coin itself. The better the condition, the higher its value. So, what's the current market value of a 1974 with D Washington Quarter in very fine condition? As of today, these coins can fetch anywhere from $300,000 now. This might sound like a lot, but considering its face value is just 25 cents, that's a significant increase. Of course, the value can vary based on the coin's specific condition, the current market demand, and where you're selling it. Investing in coins like the 1974 with D Washington Quarter can be a rewarding hobby. Not only do you get to own a piece of history, but as market conditions change, the value of your collection can increase. And there you have it, folks. The 1974 with D Washington Quarter Dollar in very fine condition is more than just pocket change. It's a valuable piece of numismatic history. If you have one of these coins, treasure it And if you're looking to add one to your collection, now you know what to look for. Next up, specifically focus on the 1982 with D mint mark in very fine condition. This coin has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. But what makes this quarter so special, and what is its market value today? Let's find out. The Washington quarter has been a staple in American currency since 1932, commemorating the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. However, the 1982 with D quarter stands out for several reasons. Let's start by taking a closer look at its history and significance. The Washington quarter was first issued in 1932 and was designed by John Flanagan. Over the years, it has undergone various changes, but the 1982 series is particularly noteworthy. During this year, the U.S. Mint faced significant budget cuts, leading to a lower production of quarters. This reduction in mintage has contributed to the coin's rarity and desirability among collectors. So what makes the 1982 with D quarter unique? The D mint mark indicates that it was produced at the Denver Mint. In very fine condition, this coin retains much of its original detail and luster, making it a valuable addition to any collection. When examining a 1982 with D quarter, there are a few key details to look for. First, ensure the coin has minimal wear and retains clear details on Washington's portrait and the eagle on the reverse. The lettering and date should also be sharp and legible. These factors significantly influence the coin's value. Now, let's talk about the current market value. As of today, a 1982 with D Washington quarter in very fine condition can fetch anywhere between $290,000. This may seem like a fortune. It's essential to remember that the value can fluctuate based on market demand and the coin's condition. Pristine examples can command higher prices. Several factors affect the value of a 1982 with D quarter. These include its condition, rarity, and historical significance. Additionally, the coin's market value is influenced by the overall interest in numismatics and the availability of similar coins. If you're lucky enough to find one in exceptional condition, it could be worth much more. As a collector, the 1982 with D quarter holds a special place in my collection. It's not just about the monetary value but also the history and story behind each coin. For anyone looking to invest, I recommend focusing on condition and provenance too. Maximize your collection's worth. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, the 1982 with D Washington quarter is a fascinating piece to explore. Its combination of history, rarity, and current market value makes it a standout coin. Next up, specifically focus the 1996 quarter with a D mint mark in uncirculated condition. Let's explore why this coin is a gem for collectors and what its market value looks like today. The Washington quarter has been a staple in American currency since its debut in 1932, commemorating the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Over the decades, it's undergone several design changes and minting variations, making it a popular choice for both casual collectors and serious numismatists. The 1996 Washington quarter, minted in Denver, is a particularly interesting coin. This year marked the 65th anniversary of the Washington quarter series, and the coins from this era hold a special place in modern collections. The D mint mark indicates that this coin was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the most prolific mints in the United States. Now, let's take a closer look at this specific coin. In uncirculated condition, the 1996 with D Washington quarter retains its original mint luster with sharp details and no signs of wear. Uncirculated coins are highly sought after because they haven't been used in everyday transactions, preserving their pristine condition. In the coin collecting world, the condition of a coin is everything. Uncirculated coins are graded on a scale from MS60 to MS70. The higher the grade, the more perfect the coin. An uncirculated 1996 with D Washington quarter can range from MS60, showing minor imperfections, to MS70, which is considered flawless. So what's the collector market value of a 1996 with D Washington quarter in uncirculated condition today? Well, it depends on the grade. Uncirculated condition coin is valued around $340,000. To get the best value for your coin, it's crucial to handle it properly. Always use gloves to avoid transferring oils from your fingers, and store your coins in protective holders or cases to maintain their condition. The market value can also vary based on demand and rarity. Attending coin shows, auctions, or even browsing online marketplaces can give you a better idea of current trends and prices. Remember, a coin's value can fluctuate, so it's always good to stay informed. Next up, a spotlight on the 1995 Washington quarter dollar, specifically the one minted in Philadelphia with the P mint mark. If you're a collector or simply curious about coins, you're in for a treat as we explore the history, details, and current market value of this coin in very fine condition. Let's start with a bit of history. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Designed by John Flanagan, the obverse features a left-facing portrait of Washington, while the reverse, until 1998, showcased the American eagle. In 1995, the coin continued this iconic design tradition. The 1995 Washington quarter with the P Mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. This mint mark can be found just to the right of Washington's ponytail. Coins without a mint mark from this year were struck in Philadelphia as well, but the P signifies this particular batch. Now let's talk about the specifics. The coin is composed of cupronickel, a blend of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, giving it that distinct silver appearance. It weighs 5.67 grams and has a diameter of 24.26 millimeters. The edge is reeded, which is typical for quarters. When it comes to grading, a very fine condition coin shows moderate wear on the high points of the design, but most of the finer details are still visible. For a 1995 Washington quarter, this means you should still see clear lines on Washington's hair and distinct feathers on the eagle's wings. So what makes this coin special for collectors? While the 1995 P Washington quarter is rare, as of today, the collector market for this coin varies. On average, a 1995 P Washington quarter in very fine condition can fetch around $250,000. However, the price can go higher depending on factors like the specific condition of the coin and the demand among collectors. It's also worth noting that collecting coins from the same year or completing a collection of all mint marks can enhance the overall value. For instance, having both the 1995 with P and D mint mark quarters can be a delightful addition to any collection. If you have a 1995 with P Washington quarter in very fine condition, it might be time to take a closer look at its details and consider its potential value. Whether you're looking to sell or simply add to your collection, understanding the coin's market value can help you make informed decisions. And there you have it, folks. The 1995 Washington quarter with the P mint mark is a piece of American history that's not only fascinating, but also valuable to collectors. Next up, we're going to talk about a specific coin that has garnered significant attention in the collector's market, the Washington quarter dollar from 1990 with D mint mark, particularly in very fine condition. So grab your magnifying glasses and let's get started. First, let's talk a bit about the Washington quarter itself. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. It's been a staple in American currency ever since. The coin features a profile of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle with outspread wings on the reverse. But today we're focusing on the 1990 with D Washington quarter. The D mint mark indicates that this coin was minted in Denver. The 1990 with D is part of the clad composition era, meaning it's made from a combination of copper and nickel, rather than the 90% silver composition of earlier quarters. Now, when we talk about coin collecting, the condition of the coin is crucial. The coin we're examining today is in very fine condition. But what does very fine mean? Well, in coin grading, very fine or VF indicates a coin that has moderate wear but still retains most of its details. For a 1990 with D Washington quarter, this means you can see the fine details of Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers, although they might be slightly worn. One of the reasons the 1990 with D Washington quarter in very fine condition is so intriguing to collectors is its relative rarity. While millions of these coins were minted, finding one in very fine condition can be a challenge. This rarity drives up its value in the collector's market. So how much is a 1990 with D Washington quarter in very fine condition worth today? As of the latest data, these coins can fetch anywhere from $290,000. That might seem like a fortune. It's important to remember that the value can fluctuate based on demand and the specific details of the coin. For example, a coin with exceptional eye appeal or a particularly sharp strike might sell for more. But why collect these quarters? For many, it's about more than just the highest value. It's about the history, the craftsmanship, and the thrill of the hunt. Each coin tells a story, and the 1990 with D Washington quarter is no exception. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, adding a 1990 with D Washington quarter in very fine condition to your collection is a fantastic way to appreciate the artistry and history of American coinage. And there you have it, folks. The 1990 with D Washington quarter dollar in very fine condition is a small piece of history that holds significant value for collectors. If you have one in your collection or come across one, be sure to cherish it as it's a testament to a rich legacy of American coinage. Thanks for joining us on this coin adventure. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest videos. Leave a comment below if you have any questions or if there's a specific coin you'd like us to cover next. Happy collecting, and we'll see you in the next video.